Okay, let's talk about this right here as it pertains to the last time that I started out the year 1-0, and I'm talking about after January. And as you know, we're already starting a new year in 2026, like I give a damn. But I just want to say the last time I actually started 1-0 was after January of 2022. Yep. That was the last time I actually started 1-0, okay? In 2023, look, in 2023, yes, I'll point out a couple good things. I went to Knotson Road Ghost Rider when I still had my pass, and I'm trying to remember the other one. I can't remember it, like, from the top of my head as far as, like, I think that was the only good moment I can remember. I just remember it rained a lot that month. And my birthday was, it's whatever, right? So I think that's the only good thing I can point out. And, it's just, I just find it, I want to say it's that bad, it's like horrible, but it just didn't really, fare with what it was in 2022. Obviously, in 2022, I know that I didn't really start working in my dump for the first time in 2022 until, was it like on a Friday or so? And I was still doing the painting at that time, right? So, and then the one thing I can remember the most about that month, and what really stood out to me was obviously my Vegas trip with Robbie. So that was, mind you, it was on my birthday weekend. I mean, it was like, I remember we went on a Friday through Sunday, right? And, it's just, it was just an awesome time. It was supposed to be us as a group with me, Robbie, Julio, and I forgot who else was going, but I just remember it was supposed to be that core, but something came up, Julio wasn't able to make it. It was just me and Robbie, and we still had a pretty damn good time. And mind you, I think I recorded, not to sound like a goddamn nerd when it comes to stats on my Fitbit, but I think I recorded my second most at 31. Was it 31,000? Yeah, it was 31,000. That surpassed my previous second most, which was 30,000, I think. And that was in February 2018. That was on the day I got into a car accident after that hike I did in Dana Point when I had 30,000. I forgot what the hike that was. I think it's called the Salt Creek Trail. That goes all the way to the beach, the Salt Creek Beach in Aliso Viejo, if I'm not mistaken. I recorded 30,000. That was my previous second most, right? My first, I don't think it can be beaten anymore since I don't have a Fitbit watch on me, unless I can buy that charger for the most recent one I'm using, which I think is Charge, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong if I say, I forgot what it's called. I'm thinking it's Charge. I had the Versa before, but then it got changed to I think it's Charge. So if my mind serves me correctly, but so 40,000 was obviously my all-time high. That was the day before Labor Day, that same year, 2018, when I did that Back Bay hiking trail, where I had to take the long way, like out of, I was supposed to do like 10 designated trails, but unfortunately one of them was closed, and it only opened on Saturday, and I ended up having to take the long way out, like onto the street and back. Yeah, dude, it was wild, but for the most part, that's when I started getting 40,000. So to this day, I think it's 40,000, 42 steps, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I had a video on that. Didn't really get that many views, right? But I just don't think, a lot of my subs or viewers are just really fans of stats like that. I mean, for me, it's something big, but even if I were to share that on Facebook, if I was around that time, I mean, I still had my full circle then. But who knew if they, I know all those guys saw me making long ass threes when I saw the comments when Mari posted that. When Mari posted that thing, I think that was. I don't think. I mean, not that it even matters now. This was 2019, but spoiler alert. I was actually using Amari's account at that time because I kind of want to see what's going on with the other guys, and yes, so they all missed me, and I even took the screenshots of it myself, and so I was like, yeah, I know I was trying to sound like me, and they're even using her account because she don't talk like how she talks, right? But they saw me making long threes for the first time at the right time. That was in 2019 on the day of Sarah's birthday, or a little bit after that. So, and I guess they didn't really say if I was good at basketball, but they missed me. And also friends with a lot of those guys, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if they're going to be, their chances are, I think some of them are going to be they're probably going to be impressed, some of them. I just don't think a major audience would. When it comes to my fan arts of Sarah and, I think they definitely would, for damn sure. But yeah, I don't know about something like this, if it's concerning, Fitbit stats and, where I would record 40,042 steps, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Now, when I did come back to social media, I remember I had 100 straight. When I was still on social media, that was 100 days straight of 10,000 plus steps. At that time, it was special, right? When I got back on social media, I was starting to put up stories on my Facebook and Instagram where my day streak, I don't think that can be beaten either. Man, it's gonna be a while until I get to that if I were to use the Fitbit watch again. But just imagine if I was still into all that shit. I was literally stat padding, which is why I had every excuse to want to walk. And it's supposed to be a good thing, to serve as a motivation for me to get my exercise going and all that, just for the sake of stats like that. I mean, hell, I can argue I'm a stat padder in that sense, but the record that I have now, the record that I hold is, 100 days. He thought that used to be something special, but not anymore. I have to beat 600. I think it's 692. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Because remember, I was pissed off that I was trying to, to press my way into, trying to have another perfect month, because I was that close, right? And failed, so the streak stopped December 30th, and yeah, and that was that. I remember Sam saw that. Was one of the viewers who saw that my streak snapped to 692. I was like, shoot, but damn, that's huge, man. So, damn, man, that's nuts. But that was in 2022, right? But unfortunately, to see the LeBron effect of, I got 692 straight days, and that was a losing year for me. And the only thing with 2022 was, at least even though it was a losing year, it was not as bad as how 2023 and 2024 and even last year turned out, right? I still had a competitive advantage to even make the 2022 better. Because remember, I started out 1-0, which is the topic I'm discussing right now. I mean, I mean, what that means to me is that I think I still had the potential. I feel like I still had the potential to, to make 2022 a good year. Because remember, I in 2021 it was good, right? Even though the normal life started, on the second half of the 2021 year, right? So just basing off of that, I thought I would still have the advantage. So looking into the month of January, yes, I went to Vegas with Robbie, and it was all good. I really enjoyed it. Our first time on the Stratosphere, it was awesome. I still have the videos up on this channel. I think it should be on the 2022 January playlist. For those, if you want to look at it right there. I mean, I'm pretty sure Robbie's already seen those videos, and right now I don't know if he's after all that happened, I don't think he's following me anymore, but I'm pretty sure he has seen them at the time that I had him up, right? So yeah, it's still there. Anyone wants to see, any of my my friends who are sub to this channel want to see those videos, and enjoy what you see. I thought it was an awesome trip. We even rode on that roller coaster, the Ferris wheel at the Link. That was awesome too. I really enjoyed it. So that was a good one. Also, we did the Calico Ghost Town again, second trip, and me and him actually got to take a full look this time. And we rode the train. We got to take a mine tour, and it was pretty cool. I actually liked it. I like the tour. I like the walkthrough of the entire thing. It wasn't that big, but it's just got a lot of interesting history and artifacts in that entire place. I would definitely go back again if I have to. Maybe this time for the holidays. I heard it's interesting, so maybe sometime I'll definitely check it out. Maybe come the holidays. For Halloween, I heard they do something over there. I don't know if it's something scary, like a ghost town kind of theme or what have you. I mean, considering that it is a ghost town. The parking can be, it's not bad, but going up there, it's like, you got some rough ass road paths to get up there. So, yeah. But other than that, I actually liked it. So, yeah. Oh yeah, we also went to the seven Magic Mountains, which is awesome. Loved it. So for the most part, overall, we had a really awesome trip. I thought it was one of the best to me, since 2019. When that in 2019, I went to Vegas, right? I went here recently. It was good, but I don't think to the extent that it was in 2019 and 2022 when I went. It was still a good trip, but not to the extent that my last two trips were, right? My last two trips in 2022 and 2019, I mean. So yeah, so that's where I felt like I was going to be 1-0, because it was, I feel like my January was starting to do well, and I feel like it was so adventurous that, I feel like it was going to continue, and, therefore I went 1-0. But unfortunately, since then I started to see a little bit of falling off a little bit. February, Valentine's Day sucked. I know I didn't have no date, but I just hated what I saw on Facebook. It's like, everybody's celebrating it. This is kind of the feeling that I would get, like I used to make a big deal, like a big fuss about Valentine's Day, and that I thought I would feel like a loner just not having a date or whatever, or even just like a boyfriend, girlfriend. I remember I stressed about this a whole lot. Back in 2006, that was my first year in Cypress College, right? And I was just seeing, like, every time I was on campus, I would see a lot of couples and all that. I remember Reza, who I kind of, I had a crush on, but, she's pretty, but honestly, I like looking back, she's not, she's pretty, but not the pretty like Rhea and Angelique Mari. Goddamn, one of the prettiest girls I ever met. Luckily, and fortunately enough, she's still my best friend to this day. And even a level of Sam. when it comes to attraction. Like, yeah, those girls right there, even Krista. I mean, I might have a topic about, the fact that I'm just so thankful I had a core of these girls in particular before, for such a long time that, it was truly a blessing, because they made me feel comfortable being myself, and even when it comes to expressing my drama, that some of them couldn't stand it. I know. I always hear Angel saying hi, 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 hi. I know she's cute. Even when she says that, she's cute. Now when she screams, though, oh no. Anyways, I miss Angel. But yeah, dude. Yeah, Valentine's Day, not as good. And then, my March was starting to be okay. So, I mean, it was an up and down 2022, and I still had the potential to be better, but unfortunately, it was just not the case. And, it is what it is. It became a losing year, but it was not as bad as it was in 2023, record-wise. 2024, just forgettable. I know I had that late run, but it still wasn't enough. It just was not that good. In 2025, the whole story, despite the last 2 months being, pretty decent, right, at best. Yeah, it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out overall. So look, I'm trying to this month right now. I know it's only January 5th, right? Am I really, like, going forward now? Because remember, I said that I didn't even give a damn about preparing for another year, right? Right now, I'm still at 0-0. It's still very early in the year. But at this point, do I just really even care if I'm 0-1 again? Look, myself, in general, I want to start positive, right? But because it is another year and I'm still in that dump, I think the one thing that's saving me is doing a lot of these edits for my basketball shoot-arounds. And by the way, I already finished all my scoring edits for my scoring edits for my entire burst season tournament in 2025, first round through all the way to game 6 of this past round, which is the Burr finals, right? So I did all of them. Now I just got to do the intros, which I'm really getting to right now. Now that I did my Steph Curry gold trophy, what have you. So yeah, I may talk about that a little bit in another video. So so going forward, do I really even care at this point if I should really go 1-0? Honestly, no, because I'm still in this dump at the end of the day, and obviously I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to, by getting a new job, and maybe if I do so, just maybe, if I get a new job, then you know what? Maybe I can really start preparing each month again. Maybe I'll start caring enough to say, hey, well, my life is like a game, right? Every month it's going to be, 1 month's going to be good. If I have a winning record of this entire year, what have you, you know what? Maybe things are going to get better for me, as well as other things. But right now, if I'm still in this dump, there's just really no point. Look at the last 3 years. It's just been a failure. 2024, 2025, 2024, 2023, 2022, I still had a chance, and, after that, I was just like, yeah, forget about it, after that. So, at this point, I just really don't care, until I'm out of there. So, yeah, I just thought I wanted to express, the last time I was 1-0, in a year. And so right now, I just really don't give a damn. If I'm 0-1 again, so be it. If I'm, just but if this month turns out to be pretty decent, then okay, maybe I will talk about it. That I'm gonna be 1-0 again since 2022. But right now, I'm just not really focused on that. I need to get a new job. It's already the 5th. I know the holidays technically are over, but to me, it's like I know some people are still gonna have their lights up and all that, Christmas lights. So one surprise me tomorrow is Three Kings. So I really want to get this project done, but whatever. All right, enough rambling for me. Tell me what you guys think, man. Peace.